This is the Feadóg Brass D, painted green. You can see the brass up underneath the headpiece where I have retuned it. A lot of mass-manufactured, mass-production whistles are tuned a little too sharp. A cylindrical bore whistle should be tuned a few cents sharp in the lower octave to compensate for how flat the notes can go in the upper octave. But I've found that most of the mass production whistles are tuned too far, too sharp. So generally when I get them, as I've mentioned before, I do the blue tack tweak, take the head off, I use a tuner and kind of retune, and I go through all the notes to do the best I can to compensate for how weird the tuning can be. A note on the pronunciation, it is Feadóg, Feadóg, Feadóg. It's not Feadog or Feadog or Feadog. You will find all of those pronunciations out there, but the people that actually seem to speak Gaelic, depending on whether they're in the north or the south of Ireland, generally say it Feadog. Just say Feadog and you'll be fine. This whistle is not bad. I actually really like playing it. It is one of the first few of the whistles that I got when I went on my crazy acquisition syndrome journey. I like the painted whistle a little better than a bare brass whistle because the paint, the extra coating, tightens it up a little bit and makes the tone brighter. I'm not entirely satisfied with the headpiece on these Feadog whistles. It does tend to still have a little bit of squeaky shriekiness even with the blue tack. Also, the bottom note, the bell note, can be kind of touchy. On the whole, it is a decent beginner whistle. Wouldn't say it's the best of them, and it's certainly not the worst of them. You can get it in a bunch of different colors. Feadog also makes nickel-plated whistles. They also do bare brass ones, so there's kind of a lot to choose from. It's kind of a run-of-the-mill, decent starter whistle. Not the best, not the worst. Tone is a little raspy and a little rough for me, but not bad. And it's also not an overly hissy whistle. 6.5 or 7 out of 10. I definitely recommend it over a couple of the other whistles I've already demonstrated. So that was the Feadog Brass D in green paint, our whistle of the week. Look forward to seeing you next week when we play a whole different whistle.